Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vinyl unboxing. So I have the package right here. So this vinyl is Melanie Martinez's new album called HADES. So I love the album so much. I have Crybaby, her first album, K through 12, her second album. I want Portal's her third, and then I have the fourth, and she's actually making a fifth album also this year, so I'm so excited. So let's get on to this video. So it's a pretty heavy box, because I think Melanie put a lot of stuff in here, like the vinyl, but pretty heavy. I find it interesting. I find vinyl packaging very interesting, packaging in general, because it seems like whenever you place an order on something, it ships in different packaging. Like vinyl packaging ships in the same horizontal case, but it's like always different because you have this tape now, which like in the few other videos, like the Billie Eilish, I think it's just like, it was like a pull tab, which there's no pull tabs. But, okay, let's open it. I have my green scissors, because I couldn't find my pink ones. That's kind of when I bought the 3-pack, that was my intention. Like, if I could find the pink scissors, I have the green ones. Okay, so it did have a pull tab. Wow. So these are very interesting. I love it. So it opens like this, and then I was trying to do it aesthetically, but it just fell out. So here it is. I'm so excited. Thumbnail time. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's enough. So you have this HADES. I have to get close to the camera. So you have this HADES hype sticker. You have a barcode, which I'm interested where that leads to. Probably your website. You have this. So this album is, if you didn't know, this album is what's happening in the world. The real world is full of hatred. We're going through a lot of stuff, not just our New Jersey, other countries and states, but just a whole society. That's what this is talking about. I really love it. So not scissors. I'm not using my scissors. I'm using my hands, my fingernails, which they're kind of back, but they're not completely. But that's just like, so if you did know, my thing to open in these vinyls is to stick your finger in the bigger part of the plastic, and to just put your nail in that way, which I got open. And if you need more help, use your scissors. I just don't want to ruin my nice vinyl, which this is very nice. So that's how I do it. And then, like that, if I need extra help, I'll just put my knife out. There! My tactic is not hard at all. It's just some patience. Okay, so of course keeping that hype sticker. How are you guys today? You know what? Why is it so easy? This is why I hate. I said in one of my videos, I said I think the Olivia Rodrigo Sour album vinyl. I said your vinyl bends easily and it's just like not worth buying. So, but I love these artists' music, and I'm intrigued by all of Melanie's vinyls. But you see this, I didn't really do anything. I just opened the vinyl with my this part of my scissors. So I really didn't do much, and I used my hands to make it easier. What are you gonna do? I have vinyl protectors to put my vinyls in, but so that will cover that up. But it's just a shame that you can't, like, it's not a vinyl. It cannot be a little, like, indestructible. Just a shame. And also, that kind of, like, ruins your unboxing. When it just, like, ruins it. So annoying. But I got it open. The music is fun. I mean, I like it. Not that it's fun, but like, it talks about serious stuff. Of course, Melanie Martinez, but like, what the heck is happening? Do you see that? I didn't even do anything. I have no idea. None of this is my fault. You can't see it when you're looking at it like this. None of it is my fault. I'm just taking on a time. But what the heck? But the inside kind of makes up for it. Here's the inside. She has not released any music videos by far making this video, but I think this is gonna be one of her like pictures in her music video. So it's like basically like I didn't notice, but the dummy is her and she's holding herself in fire. Of course, the background, I don't know what the background, like, I hope the music video probably explains what the background is, but it looked like HADES. But the album's called HADES, so that's cool. So you have a mini booklet. So you have this. It's pretty graphic. You have this. And then that. I don't necessarily love the picture, but it is HADES. It makes sense. Oh, wow. For the first time ever, she has a mini poster. Like Sabrina Carpenter, short and sweet. Which that's one of my favorite videos, by the way. But, wow. She never did that. But, that's cool. Oh! This is a nun, I think. A nun? I think. Because she talks about religion and, yeah, all that stuff. And so maybe she's trying to represent a nun, a scary nun. But, I don't know. It's Melanie Martinez. Okay, now here is the record. Not vinyl, the record. Here is her pretty, like, surrounding the record. This is so cool. I'll bring it like this. This is so cool. I'll actually check it out. So in February, when I pre-ordered the vinyl, by the way, this is my first vinyl or first thing ever I have in my room that I pre-ordered and then I got it. Well, I pre-ordered Funko Pop before, but I don't really count that because I gave that away a few years later. So this is my first vinyl that I pre-ordered and I got before everyone else could actually get their hands on it. So in February, I pre-ordered a vinyl because her album came out in March. I forgot. I think it's like about a week, since this album came out at Hades. But I pre-ordered it in February, and I chose to get this. So that like a pink, like they call it a halo pink on the site. They say halo pink, but it's like pink and blue, like a dark blue, and it has these pictures. So I really love this. This is my more dynamic records. I keep wanting to say vinyls, but they're not vinyls, they're records. But yeah, I really love that. I'm gonna put it in here, and the protector for the record is really sturdy. So there we go, just like that. This is not necessarily like my favorite, like this aesthetic. I know it fits the vibe, and it's like Hades, like, but this reminds me of like Greek mythology, which her like last album was like that. The theme was like that. So you have a booklet, which she always does. I really like about her that she does a booklet. So that's pretty interesting. The lyric book. Okay, the lyric book. But that's what the front is. I mean, I kind of like this vibe actually. I love how the background, the pages are different colors. Like the first one is green, like a earthy green. I'm not going to read every word to you, but the second page is like I don't even know, a earthy pastel Greek mythology Hades colors. I don't know what that means. Oh, so this, okay. I didn't notice this. So the background is green, and then it's just a bunch of words, but like the background is the song. So you have, wait, I'm confused, because the first page is this a cult, which her first song is Garbage. I don't know. Or she forgot to, well, I don't know if she forgot to, but like she didn't include Garbage, but she has the lyrics, but like that's interesting. So the second song is This a Cult, which is the second track. I cannot tell you off the bat, like I cannot dive down on saying like what every song means, because I'm still kind of learning. I keep thinking I'm like spinning on my vinyl, so I'm going to put that there. So yeah, I can do that, but like I'll say the names. So the second page, but the third song is White Boy with a Gun. Very funny names. This one is, I cannot read like sign language, if this language is even sign language. But this is gorgeous. Monopoly Man. I can say this word, but like it's so cursive, I cannot say it. I wish I knew what this language was. It's totally made. Well, she chose a different font, of course, but this is like a cursive. I wish I knew more cursive. Okay, this is Weight Watchers. Monolith is and then Weight Watchers. This is confusing. This is so confusing. But here's the book. Here's the book. I spent it a long time. It says, okay. The inside, I love the inside because the inside is like really grassy. So here's the inside. I really love the inside. So, and then here is the next record, record. Here's the next record. So she has 18 tracks. So yeah, so that's why there's 2 records. And yeah, I like this album. I love this album. I love how it talks about today's society, world. Yes. Her first track is called Garbage, and it's like talking about how our society is garbage. Hold on, you can see me now. Our society, or world, or planet is garbage. So, yeah, I really love that song. Our society is garbage, because we thought that, or at least one girl I watched on YouTube, she loves doing vinyl. She does vinyl unboxings, but her like main focus is music. She thought the song would be, because the album wasn't out yet and people were making their theories, that it was gonna be about men, which makes sense because this is a time period, or at least I believe she went to the time period was where men were like garbage to women. But I would never be that way. But it was a scary time at that time. But then garbage was about the society, which makes more sense to me. Hold up. I want to like even this out. Put that the window. How did they do it? How did they do it? Okay. They must have put this book somewhere, like, so it's like easier to close. I'm just gonna do it like that. But that was garbage. That was my garbage. Not garbage. Oh my god. I say like I'm specific on one thing, but then I talk about the song. So I'm talking about the song. I loved this vinyl so much, and that's my unboxing of it. So hopefully you enjoy this series. I could do, of course, vinyls every month and whatever. Here's a second look at the sticker. But I could do it every month. I could do a vinyl unboxing every month. But basically, like, be lucky if I do one. So I hopefully enjoyed. Great job, Melanie. I love your music. And I can't wait to add that to my collection, in my vinyl collection, which is growing all the time. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, double thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and make sure you subscribe to view my videos when I post them. So, anyway, I'll see you later. Bye everyone.